Hey guys, welcome back to a gut feeling podcast. Super geeked about today's episode because I'm going to be breaking down my top 5 gut healing supplements. Now, you know me and you know that I truly believe that food can heal all with the gut, but sometimes a specific case may require some additional support, and this can help you sort of advance your gut healing journey a little quicker. So I like to break these down, but if you missed it, my last 2 podcasts were specifically about healing your gut with food. I would prefer that you would go back and listen to those first because you can really begin to change your gut, reduce bloat, get rid of constipation and diarrhea with food first and not rely on supplements. This is a big story for me because I used to rely on supplements a lot, and then I would continue to throw in really toxic triggers into my diet or try and push it beyond what it was capable of. And the problem is that I wasn't healing because I wasn't really going to the root cause, which was the food. Food is medicine. In fact, it can heal the body completely. So supplements are just an ancillary service to actually going in and changing your nutrition, changing your lifestyle, working on your stress and the toxic triggers that come into your life first. And then you can introduce supplements in. Starting with supplements sort of creates a bad habit of leaning on them and not allowing the body to heal naturally. So with that, go ahead and check out my last 2 podcasts, Gut Healing Foods, Part 1 and Part 2, and start to use those as a guide. And then when you're ready, you can start to add these supplements in. Okay, deal? Can we shake and agree on that? I am totally in with you. I know what it feels to be overwhelmed in this journey and feel like there's so much information. So if you don't want to be overwhelmed, don't add new food and supplements at the same time. Try to do the food first and then add supplements as needed. When I first started doing this whole journey, I would meet with NDs or functional medicine docs, and I would leave with, 20 different supplements, and I would get extremely overwhelmed or feel like I was taking so many. And then by the end of the day, I was like, did I eat any food or was I just taking supplements all day? And I truly didn't know what was healing me and what wasn't healing me. When we do a lot of things at once, we never know what's truly triggering or helping heal what we have going on. So I like to do it by peeling back the layers. This is very common of what I do with my clients, using bioindividuality and allowing them to heal layer by layer versus throwing a bunch of stuff on the project and not knowing what's working. So really step-by-step process. Start with the food, and even stress coping mechanisms. I talk about that in the podcast too. And then let's bring in these supplements. Okay. So with that, I want to talk about my top 5 favorite supplements for gut healing. If you've sort of tried, you're eating healthy, you're still experiencing gut issues, maybe you're being bounced around from doctor to doctor with little to no answers, or you've been given antibiotics or medication before and it hasn't helped. These are the supplements which are natural and from plants and amino acids and enzymes that will help get your gut going in the right direction. Okay, so here's my top 5. L-glutamine, prebiotic fiber, probiotics, digestive enzymes, and then a new special type supplement that has recently come out from my favorite supplement company, Thorne, which is hemp oil. So you guys are probably very familiar with CBD or cannabinoids and stuff like that. This is hemp oil. From the extract of it, there's no, THC or any side effects from it, but it's mixed with a blend of certain ingredients. And I'm going to talk about it more towards the end, where it really helps to relax the nervous system, but also relax the gut to allow for faster healing. So I'll get into that soon. Let's go back up to the top and start with L-glutamine, okay? So L-glutamine is a amino acid. It's the most prevalent amino acid in your bloodstream. It's like the amino acid number 1. the strongest one. And the thing about this specific amino acid is it has the qualities to heal your gastrointestinal health tract, right? So it supports wound healing. You guys have heard me talk about this a lot before. When you experience digestive issues, it can be like there's little cuts along your intestines from the damage that is caused from stress, environmental toxins, poor nutrition, things over time. And so these little cuts are like little wounds, and the amino acid L-glutamine can heal those wounds. And L-glutamine is one of the first supplements I put a lot of clients on when they're experiencing gut issues to start healing those wounds, to just, if you think about it, when you want to heal a wound and it's very, it's topical, you wouldn't keep picking at the wound and pushing at the wound. You would put stuff on it that heals it. Well, L-glutamine is just like a topical product to heal that wound. Think about it that way. L-glutamine is also great because it helps restore your plasma, which is really helpful for, boosting post-physical stress and exhaustive exercise. But also it's really helpful because anything that's boosting your plasma is producing more cells, and the more cells you produce, the healthier you get. So those are some great benefits of L-glutamine. Now, you might be saying, well, is L-glutamine right for me? L-glutamine is for anyone who's been experiencing chronic digestive issues, let's say for maybe 6 months or longer, 3 to 6 months or longer. And the thing is that it helps with absorption. So it's really helpful if you have started to eat healthier, but you're not seeing any benefits. Maybe you're not absorbing your nutrients. So adding L-glutamine is very helpful. Now, it's also helpful if you've been diagnosed with leaky gut, or you've had bloating, chronic inflammation, both constipation and diarrhea, or exposure to antibiotics and other medications. This is all the type of person who would benefit from taking L-glutamine. Now, one of my favorite supplements of L-glutamine, you can take L-glutamine straight. You can get it in a powder. You can add it to water and chug it, or you can throw it in a smoothie. Many functional medicine doctors and health practitioners talk about it all the time, that it's an excellent amino acid to add in for gut health. It's also safe for children. So if your child is experiencing some digestive issues and you want to get their gut healing, this is a great way to do it too. My favorite blend is from Thorne, and it's called Enteromend. It's blended with aloe, which is also very healing for these cuts that can occur in your intestines. Think about it when you have a sunburn or you have a cut, that most likely someone will suggest putting aloe on it to heal it. So think about aloe in your intestines, very healing for the gut. And then it's also blended with curcumin, which is the active ingredient in turmeric. So that's very anti-inflammatory and healing, and frankincense as well, which is very calming for the gut. So Enteromend is an excellent blend of all the things, including the biggest amino acid, L-glutamine. And of course, you guys can always, any supplements I'm going to be talking about today are all available in my supplement dispensary. If you're watching this on YouTube, the link is below, and it's for my supplement dispensary, or you can find the link on my website, jaclynreneewellness.com/products. Or you can find it in my Instagram bio, which is under Supplement Dispensary. Now, if you create an account with me through my Supplement Dispensary, you can get 10% off of all your order. And I'm going to be talking about the bundles a little bit later today too, that are pre-discounted with a lot of these ingredients I'm going to talk about all together. All right, so number two. Number two is prebiotics. Now, you've heard of probiotics, I'm sure, but prebiotics are actually the beneficial microorganisms that feed good gut bacteria. So we need the prebiotic to feed the probiotic, especially if you are somebody experiencing constipation. This is a big hot topic for many of my clients. They are not going to the bathroom regularly, sometimes 2-3 days without, maybe even more. Constipation is not normal. We should be going to the bathroom, number 2, every day, sometimes twice a day. And if you're not, then we need to look into fiber intake. Now, in my last podcast with healing your gut with food, I talked a lot about incorporating fiber into your diet and how to do it and slowly. Well, if you start doing that and that doesn't help, this is where prebiotic fiber can help. So prebiotics come mostly in a digestible fiber, sometimes like rice bran. The one I use specifically has rice bran in it. And oftentimes it can cause more bloating and constipation if given too quickly. The same way that starting a new diet where you're adding fiber in can cause more constipation too. So I recommend slowly introducing this. So let's say the recommended dosage is a big scoop, then maybe you start with a small amount and work your way up to the big scoop so that you're not pushing your body faster than it's able to do. Most people with digestive issues are experiencing some type of imbalance of bacteria in their gut. And if you push that imbalance a little bit further, you can irritate it and make it worse. So what we want to do is just softly nurture it and coax it and pet it and get it to move in the right direction. And the biggest thing we can do that with is fiber or prebiotic fiber. So again, like I said, prebiotic fiber is great for anyone experiencing bloating and constipation, but just proceed cautiously and adding it in slowly. My favorite prebiotic fiber is called Fiber Mend. There's also a couple different prebiotic fiber products from Thorne. Again, like I was talking about, you can check them out in my supplement dispensary. And the prebiotic fiber mend is also one part of the gut health bundle. And right after I explain probiotics, I'm going to be talking about that because that's a really awesome bundle that many of my clients are using now and having so much digestive success with. So your probiotics are like your first line of defense. They're the ones at the forefront of the battlefield fighting for you to have good digestion. Okay. So the things that break down your probiotics or your good bacteria are environmental toxins, modern lifestyle, stress, poor nutrition, alcohol, antibiotics, birth control, other medications. You know, there's so many things that can break down your probiotics that they have to fight hard all the time. That is why it can be so beneficial to add in a probiotic supplement to make sure you're experiencing balance. If you're somebody who doesn't have gut issues, you don't necessarily need a probiotic because you're probably making them on your own. So someone who needs a probiotic is someone who's more prone to a sensitive gut or is low in beneficial bacteria from exposure to the things I talked about before. Now, the probiotic bacteria, the good bacteria, they promote a healthy intestinal environment. And what we need to do is knock out the bad ones and bring in the good ones. Again, just like the prebiotics, you can add in probiotics way too quickly and it can cause more gas and bloating. So it's very important to test it out and to take it slow to see if it's the right probiotic for you. Now, fortunately, I have an amazing probiotic quiz so you can figure out the right probiotic for you without guessing. All you have to do is head to my Instagram at Jaclyn Renee Wellness. In my bio, there's a link that says which probiotic is best for me. Click on that. It's like a 5-question survey, super easy, super quick. And then it will calculate which probiotic is right for you using your bio-individuality and what you need specifically out of your good bacteria. And it plays in a part off of what you need and what's going on in your gut, which is awesome. So you can take that probiotic quiz on my bio and know which probiotic is right for you. So check that out. I definitely recommend checking that out. That's a great one to go from. So number 4 is digestive enzymes. Now, here's what I have to say about digestive enzymes, because I think for many years, digestive enzymes have been overused. Do they help digest your food by adding in the nutrients that you need, that your organs supply? They secrete these digestive enzymes. Your mouth secretes digestive enzymes, your liver, your pancreas, your gallbladder. They all secrete digestive enzymes to help you digest food. Does taking one supplement to help you digest food help? Yes. However, if we lean on them as a crutch, do we ever really learn the tactics it takes to break down your food by yourself? Now, if you've been following me and listening to my podcast, you know the number one thing I always talk about is chewing your food. If you are, in fact, mindfully eating and chewing your food, breaking it down with those digestive enzymes in your mouth and allowing the food to be pre-digested before going into the esophagus, stomach, and all the other things that happen beyond the digestive process in the mouth, then you should be digesting your food, no problem. I know I've been there, rushing to eat in between, checking emails or running, if you're running your kids to school or picking them up or running this errand or, answering these calls, that oftentimes we eat way too quickly and we skip that number one process that goes on in our body, in our mouth, where we secrete digestive enzymes when food is rubbed up against our teeth and these digestive enzymes come out. So chewing your food is number one. However, if you have mindfully eaten and chewed your food really well, and you're still having an issue digesting your food, there could be a bigger problem. And this problem could be low acidity. Now, the older we get and the more our lifestyle changes, we are definitely prone to low acidity. And I've seen it before. But the number one thing you want to do is get with a health practitioner to decide if you're having low acidity. You can then introduce any digestive enzymes with hydrochloric acid, and this will help to create acidity so that you are able to break down your food. Much of this can be done with food and chewing, so hopefully you will start there. But if you need help beyond that, I recommend booking a discovery call with me to look into what's going on in your digestion to see if putting a supplement for low acidity is helpful in digesting your food a little bit more to get you moving in the right direction. Now, many people who experience bloat but are already eating a healthy diet and doing a healthy lifestyle potentially are under this category where they're not digesting their food. So we want to take a look deeper at this, but I wouldn't recommend doing this without a health practitioner because you can create more heartburn or more bloat or more pain if you don't do it in the right dose. All in all, though, there are just plain plant digestive enzymes without this low acidity that have to do with all the specific digestive enzymes that secrete from our organs, like papain and betaine and all these different digestive nutrients. And so you can take a natural digestive enzyme. The best thing to do is to take it about 15 to 30 minutes prior to eating so you get those digestive juices flowing, and then you eat your food, and that should help you digest a little bit more. They are 100% helpful, absolutely, but so is chewing your food and slowing down, because if you're going to depend on a digestive enzyme and keep this poor habit of shoving food in your mouth, you're not going to actually fix the root cause. So Pinky promised me that you will start by chewing your food. And my first ever podcast called Chew on This is all about chewing your food. So if you want to go back to podcast episode number 1, you'll learn a lot there about mindful eating and chewing your food. So please do that. Okay. And our last and final gut health supplement, and this is a new find for me, you guys, so I'm super excited about it, and they just rolled it out a little bit ago from Thorne, is hemp oil. So we know that endocannabinoids are cannabinoids made by the body, right? And that phytocannabinoids are cannabinoids made by plants. Well, hemp oil from Thorne is a combination. It's a blend of both. And they add in some special ingredients, specifically clove, black pepper, hops, and rosemary, and blend it with the stalk oil from hemp, which is the fat that helps carry these nutrients. And then it is also the purest hemp stalk oil possible, certified organic and legal in 50 states. And what it does is it helps modulate the body's response to stress and fear, calms the central nervous system, relaxes GI distress, and physical discomfort. Doesn't that sound amazing? So I've actually been taking hemp oil for about 3 months now. I've noticed less joint pain. I've noticed a calmer demeanor. I've noticed less, especially from eating out, less like random stress from certain meals or different stuff like that. And just in general, a more relaxed state of my body. Now, obviously, the brain-gut connection, we're very familiar with it. We know that they are directly connected and that the gut is the second brain. So if we're taking something to calm the central nervous system and calm the gut at the same time, it benefits both brain and gut together and harmoniously puts you in a state of relaxation to calm GI distress. Sounds amazing, right? I promise it is. I love it. I've been taking, like I said, a couple months, and it's becoming almost like my number one that I don't want to give up. So those are the top 5, like we discussed: L-glutamine and prebiotic fiber, probiotics, digestive enzymes, and now my top fave, hemp oil. Now, you don't have to take all of them to get a healthy gut. I really want you to think about your symptoms and what I've gone through here and how I've explained them, and to see if maybe 1 or 2 would be beneficial for you to start adding in. When you add in a new supplement, it's very important to start journaling. What am I experiencing? How is this product changing my digestion? Is it helpful for me or is it hurting me? And sort of guide yourself through to see how this is benefiting you, to make sure you're moving in the right direction. Now, as always, I do recommend working with a health professional when it comes to this type of stuff, because it's all about bioindividuality, and they can help you take your health history, your predisposition on your genetics, or whatever it is that is needed to figure out what supplements are right for you, going off of your symptoms. So you're not just shooting it in the dark and guessing and finding one. You can book a discovery call with me to go over this and to decide where we want to go from there. Or you can email me, Jaclyn@JaclynReneeWellness.com, anytime to discuss your health and to get you moving in the right direction in regards to gut healing and supplements and whatever you need. Now, I'm very excited for a special announcement. If you're listening to this in real time, on February 1st through February 5th, I'm hosting a 5-day Facebook Live event. It's completely free. It's called the Digestive Reset. To join, you can click the link below if you're watching this, or you can go to the link in my bio on Instagram to sign up, or you can go to JaclynReneeWellness.com. And basically, it's going to be an awesome 5-day event of shifting your mindset, healing your gut, healing your stress and anxiety, and working towards a long-term successful relationship with food and your body as it relates to your gut health specifically. Now, fellas, I'm sorry if you're listening to this, but this event is for women only. It's in my private Facebook group, Beat the Bloat with JRW. And I am so excited for this event, you guys. I have tons of bonuses, giveaways, lots of amazing information, and so many helpful tips and tools that have helped me along the way and many of my clients. So I hope you can join me. Again, it's called the Digestive Reset, a 5-day Facebook Live event. You can sign up for it on my website or through the link in my Instagram bio, or if you're watching in real time on the link below. So I hope you guys can make it. It's free. Why wouldn't you? Who wouldn't want to come to a free event? It'll be amazing. In the meantime, I hope you guys have found this information helpful. If at any point you're confused about your journey or not sure where to begin, please reach out. Email me anytime, Jaclyn@JaclynReneeWellness.com. And in the meantime, I hope you have an incredible week and a happy 2021 and happy healing for all your guts.